Hey guys, my name is Jade and welcome to Dallas Jamming. In this video, I wanted to talk about my music studio desk, which is called Platform by Output. I've had this desk for about 3 years now, and it's held up pretty well. I want to talk about the price, the build, the pros and cons, and pretty much all the mistakes that I've made when I first got this desk. A quick word from our sponsor, DistroKid. I wanted to tell you guys about a cool feature that DistroKid has called Hyperfollow. So the way it works is that every time you make a new release, you can create a landing page for that release. So any album or singles, you can share this with your fans before your music goes live, kind of like a pre-order. And then once they click on it, they automatically follow you on Spotify and your music gets added to their Spotify playlist. This is great for helping you grow your fan base, keeping track of page visits, analytics. Very cool feature. Definitely check them out and check the link in the description to save 7% off your first year. So like I said, I've had this desk for about 3 years now, and I got it very shortly after it was announced. I thought it was awesome. I didn't really have a music studio desk, and I had a lot of gear already. So the desk without the keyboard tray is $549, and with the keyboard tray, it's $699. So it's not an affordable desk by any means, but at the time, there wasn't really anything else like this. Like, there were some other similar studio desks, but they were over $1,000, and this one just looked way more aesthetic than what was being offered at the time. So I saved my money and I got one. I got the one that was the natural because it was the cheapest one. The next one is called Kodiak Brown, which looks really nice, but it's $100 more. And they also have a new one called Driftwood Gray. They look awesome, but you know, if you're trying to save money, just go with the natural one. I think it looks great. So I want to talk a little bit about living in a one-bedroom apartment and having this desk. That was a mistake. That was definitely not the thing to do at the time. It pretty much took up half of my living room. I really like the fact that it could hold my speakers, which means I didn't need any speaker stands. I also placed my really heavy Mackie mixer on it and it held it up just fine. It's a very sturdy desk. Guys, I swear I've moved this desk like 50 times. I'm terrible at, like, you guys have seen every single video that I make, my setup looks different. That really has a lot to do with me not having an actual studio room. Like, I'm in my living room, so I'm like trying to work around everybody else, trying to like find my little corner with this giant desk. So tip number 1, if you have a small space, like if you're planning on putting this desk in your room, don't do it. It's gonna take up a good chunk of your room. It is a really big desk, and once the keyboard comes out, it becomes a lot bigger. Another thing I want to mention on the keyboard tray is that I actually modified mine. So I kind of like hacked it because my montage wouldn't fit under there, and a lot of my keyboards wouldn't fit under there. I feel like it's really meant to like hold a very thin MIDI controller, but this is what I did to mine. I pretty much just like expanded like the space between the screws and just left it hanging. I don't recommend you doing this though because it's not in the manual and it does make it a bit less sturdy. It's still a little wobbly. Like, it's not the safest fix, but it's been there for like a year now. Nothing's happened. Don't come crying to me if your stuff breaks though. So when I was first building this, I couldn't get it to align. I don't know how many people have problems with this. They were really nice, the Output company. They sent me another top piece, but it still wasn't aligning properly. It's not a big deal to me. If you're gonna rack something in it, it will probably stay still, but I thought I would mention that. The build quality is really good. Like I said, I put some very heavy stuff on here and it has been solid. I've moved this thing so much, like literally dragged on my carpet from room to room, trying to find a spot for it, trying to find like the right angle for it, and it's still like not where it should be. If it were like something cheaper, like it would be a lot more wobbly than it is. It wobbles just a bit, but nothing noticeable enough for the amount of moving that I've done with this thing. So on the sturdiness, it gets a 10 out of 10 from me. It also has space to mount 9U worth of rack gear. I've never used it for rack gear. I kind of just use mine for storage, but another way that I use it is that I keep my stuff plugged in, and I like having like this space clean so like I can make my videos, because not only do I make my music here, I make my videos here, I make my live streams here, so I do a lot of stuff here. So I'll just leave my stuff plugged in and then I'll just pull it out when I need it, push it back in when I'm not using it. It's convenient. I really like having that storage space there. Something that I do want to point out though that is more like a personal issue is having the screen like right in front of me. I know like this is how it's supposed to be, you know, your speakers are here, your screen is here, this is how everything goes, but I feel that when I have this desk here, I normally gravitate and the first thing I do is press on my keyboard, like my actual keyboard. So I find a lot of the time that if I have my desktop right in front of me, it's very easily to get distracted, especially for me since I make my videos. And I've tried a lot of different setups with this desk. Like, I haven't had my computer here for a while now, but I started doing my streams over here in this area, so I need my computer here. And I have noticed that ever since my computer has been like right over here in front of me, I have been making like less music, like my output has been definitely decreasing. So I really think it's better to have a laptop for music production because you can close it, put it to the side, jam on your machines, and then when you're ready to record, open it. But with a desktop, it's like it's right there. So like unless you're like very disciplined, power to you, and can like sit here and not do anything else but music stuff, it's definitely like kind of difficult to concentrate. I also find that having the keyboard hidden, I normally don't gravitate towards it. Like if I can't see it, I don't really use it that much. I do enjoy being right in the middle of my speakers when I'm playing keyboard, but I really think this desk, for me at least, shines more when my computer is not here. And I know people are gonna be like, what? That's insane. What are you talking about? I have more like a DAWless workflow. I'm like 99% DAWless. The things that I do on the computer are very minimal. So for me, once I get a new laptop, this desktop is gonna go to another room, and that will be where I edit my videos. I actually had this set up for a while, which was super simple and really clean. This desk was 150 bucks. So you don't really need a $700 desk. If you can afford it, get it. If not, you don't need this desk. Don't convince yourself that you need this desk because of the keyboard tray. Yes, it's cool, but it's not necessary. I honestly play my keys more when they're on the side, and you can get a good desk for around 100 bucks at IKEA or Target. So if that's your budget, stick to your budget. You'll be better off. That's it for today, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and if you like what I do, consider becoming a Patreon. You get exclusive content, all of my music. You can also check out my sample packs, cool synthesizer shirts. Anything you guys do help this channel and me. Love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.